Or everyone, welcome back. Now, you've probably seen all of the videos on the day before. Yesterday, we got some news about this game, a game that's highly anticipated by many, including myself. Some bad news, basically. There was a trademark issue, which means the game has been delayed 8 months, 9 months, something crazy like that. And it actually comes as no surprise. I don't think anyone was surprised that when they were due to basically give us some gameplay footage for the first time, some actual gameplay footage with a HUD and all that sort of stuff, this has come about. So let's have a look at what they said here. So this is the statement that came out from the team there, the Fntastic team. I'm not doing so fantastic at the moment. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, it says, "Dear fans, right before the release, Steam blocked our game page at the request of a private individual because of the name the day before." Now, they actually posted this because people had noticed the game had been delisted from Steam and wondered what was going on. And as you'll see in a moment, their statements don't really make a lot of sense. It says, "As you know, our game was announced in January 2021. At the time of the announcement, the day before, game trademark was available. After the announcement of the game, the above-mentioned individual filed out an application before us to register the game trademark the day before in the United States. What's next? Previously, we were not aware of the existence of claims. We found out about this only on January the 19th, 2023, so 6 days prior to this announcement, when we received a complaint from him and a request to contact him. Now we found out all of the circumstances of the incident and will definitely be solving everything. We previously planned to post a lengthy gameplay video later this month, but we'll have to sort the issue out first. We will post a video ASAP. As a result, we have made the difficult decision to postpone the launch to November 10th, 2023. We know this will disappoint you, blah, 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 blah. The game is great, whatever, right? If you've seen the videos from yesterday, you've all seen this stuff, right? And what I do want to point out, and this actually was from SkillUp. So he posted this. The day before has just been delisted from Steam. Developers claim it is a bug relating to Steam maintenance, but it appears as though maintenance is concluded, and the title is still nowhere to be seen. No reports of this bug affecting other titles at this point either. And if you go down here, it says, after earlier claiming the Steam delisting was a bug, Fntastic now say that it was a copyright claim as they had not secured the trademark for the day before. Despite only having received notice of this 6 days ago, the game has now been delayed for an additional 9 months. So I find it funny that they say it's a bug, and they did come out to say this was a bug and they were on their end, they're trying to fix it, and then they come out and say, well, actually, no, it's not a bug, it's a trademark issue. I mean, this game has been sketchy from day one. I think anyone who's looking forward to this game, and I believe it's still probably one of the most kind of listed games, well, games that people are looking forward to the most on Steam. I'm not sure exactly where it sits, but it's certainly on a lot of people's wish list, just based on the footage that we've seen. As someone who's covered The Division, who loves the Division game, it very much has the Division vibe to it, with zombies, which I'm not a big fan of, but if the game is as good as it looks, then it looks to be a very good game. And so it's definitely been on everyone's wish list. But I think everyone as well also realises there are a lot of red flags with this game. And I've always said this, if it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't right. And this game has never felt right from day one. And so, yeah, at this point, I think everyone universally accepts that this game is probably never coming out and is actually just some kind of scam. I mean, I wouldn't go as far as to say is this a scam, but it certainly doesn't feel like a game that's ever going to come out. But what I did want to cover today briefly, because I know this has been covered a ton by everyone, is this article from IGN, which came out, I believe it was today. The day before, devs say the delay was planned before the trademark dispute. So it says, speaking to IGN, Fntastic co-founders Edward and, I'm not going to say that, decried any allegations of scamming after several the day before community members grew concerned that the game was delayed for so long, just a few weeks ahead of its planned launch date on March the 1st. So, I mean, we're only 6 weeks out, basically, 5-6 weeks out from the launch of the game, the alleged launch of the game, when this bombshell dropped and, of course, delayed the game a lot. So it says they released a statement on January 25th, which I've just read, claiming it's a trademark dispute. We plan to move the game's release before and plan to announce it with Mytona in a 10-minute gameplay video. Fntastic told IGN, and then you all know what happened. So to be on the safe side, to ensure there are no more transfers We, along with the publisher, chose November 10th. That is a safe date given the trademark dispute. I'm sorry, but I just don't believe them. I don't, because at the end of the day, if this is a genuine trademark dispute, which it might be, but again, I find it hard to believe because of all the stuff that's happened leading up to this. I mean, I've covered this stuff before, saying they're going to have a live stream on this day, it not happening, saying this stuff's coming, it not happening, and then them never talking about it, and then suddenly they come out of nowhere with a 3-minute kind of little video which has nothing in it. I mean, it's been a shambles all the way through, so I don't believe them. But if this is true, if this trademark dispute is true, how do they know it's going to take 8 months? They don't know that, surely. They don't know that it's going to take... It might take 2 years, it might take 3, it might take much longer. It says, we're very confident that this issue will be resolved since we have strong legal partners. I mean, I don't care how strong the legal partners are. You can't put a date on when someone like this might be resolved. You just can't. As someone who deals with litigation on a day-to-day basis in civil court proceedings in the UK, I can tell you for sure, guys, you just can't put dates on stuff. Stuff changes all of the time. So when they say November 10th, I would say maybe you shouldn't just give a release date. Maybe you should just say, look, guys, we're going to try and get this fixed. We can't give a release date at the moment. We don't want to, you know, say it's going to happen on this day and it not happen, which is what they've done tons of times. And instead, just say, look, we'll let you know when the trademark's been resolved, we'll then give you a firm date. But they're not going to do that because I guarantee you it gets to November 10th and it'll be delayed again. I mean, they already said they were going to delay it anyway, but none of us knew about that. The extra time will allow us to better prepare for the release and make the overall improvements of the game. It will become even more polished, optimized, and content-filled. I just don't believe that. I mean, it was meant to come out in 5 weeks. Surely it should already be content-filled, polished, and everything else before it comes out. So what they're going to do for the next 8 months, I'm not sure. As for complaints and allegations that Day Before isn't actually in development, which have been erupted on its Reddit page, Fntastic maintain that the game will definitely be released despite the chaotic conversation at the moment. The storm will calm down eventually, and time will put everything in its place. When the game comes out, people will finally see the truth. But while we're here, we're grateful for such a fantastic journey and for you for being for us. With that, we understand that some players not seeing the whole picture might have doubts about the game. Well, yeah, of course. If you don't show gameplay and you say this is going to happen and this is going to happen and that's going to happen and it doesn't happen, what do you expect? What do you expect people to do? Of course, they're going to think that they're going to have doubts and they're going to think that it's just not the way it is. I think everyone's doubts are warranted. Our whole focus has always been on the product itself. We've been creating the game for 4 years. All these years have been full of sweat and blood to make this game. And for many members of our team, it is unpleasant to hear such accusations. Well, how about you drop some gameplay with a HUD and all the other elements, and people will probably get on your side a little bit. We don't take a penny from people, no crowdfunding, no pre-orders, no donations. It doesn't matter. You're trying to sell a product and you're not living up to it at the moment. The game is fully funded by Mytona, one of the largest mobile publishers in the world, who check the game's build at every milestone as per our contract. And then other stuff. And there's just some screenshots. We only believe in the final product. No matter what anyone says, you will see for yourself on November 10th this year. We hope that after the game's success, we'll give people faith that in this life, if you persevere toward a dream, it will come true despite all the obstacles and doubts. The way this is written as well, guys, the way that they talk about this, I don't know, I just don't find it genuine at all. And as I said, you cannot say November 10th. You just cannot say that. You don't know when this trademark issue is going to be done. You just don't know. So there we go, guys. I mean, it's pretty bad. Also, I did read somewhere, I'm not sure if it was SkillUp or someone else. Here it is. The Day Before's lead Discord mod, who earlier announced the upcoming gameplay reveal, has said they now wonder if the game is real. They also confirmed that the mod team have not seen the gameplay. So the mod team, the lead Discord mod team, haven't seen gameplay themselves. I'll be honest, guys, I honestly don't think this game... If this game is in development, fine. I don't believe this game isn't in development, but what I believe is that the game is nowhere near completion, and all they're doing is getting clicks and getting videos like this one, feeding the game. And if it drops and it's really bad, it doesn't matter, because I think a lot of people... so long as they release some kind of gameplay, a lot of people will just jump on to buy this game. I'm certain of that. And it doesn't matter how bad the game is at that point, because they've already bought it. And that's what I think they're doing. But yeah, let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. I do think the day before is done. I think it's done. They have to release some gameplay soon. I don't think it's going to happen, and I don't think it's going to make that November 10th deadline that they've given. Another deadline that they're going to miss for sure. Until the next one, Epic out.